Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Long Dark and to my Naked and Afraid series. So I did a little bit of work off camera, mostly inventory management and eating and sleeping and that sort of stuff. Now, what I think I did is I made up a couple of the arrow shafts. No arrows to put on them. Got the 4 arrows, and I don't think I've got anything else craftable on me. Now we're nearly at weight capacity. We're just under, and we've got a little bit of water we can drink and lose, but we're pretty much maxed out. And a tactic is to go and try and go somewhere to forge. Now I don't think I can afford to pick up too much extra metal and stuff on the way. I think we're going to try and go to Broken Railroad, and we should be able to put together enough metal there to make some more arrowheads. But we're pretty much running fairly lean. I won't drop things here, but things I used to never carry around the storm lantern because it's so heavy, and I would rely on the torches. So I'll consider that at the moment, because we have got some rope climbs ahead of us if we go through Milton and Milton Basin to get down to Marsh Ridge and then onto Broken Railroad from there. So we got some things we need to do, but for now I think what we're going to do is get to Trappers and just check out what resources we've got there, because we have to get through that cave anyway. But I want to pick up things like coal and stuff, so we're going to have a bit of a call to make, because I don't think we really have been a contender for the well-fed bonus at all. So it's a shame. We got some pretty heavy clothing on, which is the way this rolls at this point. But everything else, we're pretty light in terms of food, and we'll probably pick up food in Milton that we want to have with us, so it's going to be a hard call to make.
I'm going to need to eat soon.
Well, he's telling me he's hungry. So, I think, without further ado, I think we'll just get on and try and get through to Trappers. Weather doesn't look particularly great, but I think we just have to roll with it. Just thought I heard something, but it could actually be my dog in the background wriggling on the couch. Don't see any wolves up ahead, which doesn't mean there isn't any. I do tend to go wide over this way, just so you can avoid one that's creeping over there. Now this will put us overweight,
Cold is making my head feel thick.
It's probably worth picking up a few of them anyway. Try and get a bit more of a stash happening at good old Trappers. That was definitely my dog making noises.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
We'll get out of flare, but I'm just going to chance looking down the tracks. Because just around this area there can be a little wolf. See, normally through this part of the game I would actually have the flare gun, the flare pistol, so I'd be feeling just a lot braver about rounding over the tops of hills because I'd have that out. But seeing as we squandered all of that, well, squandered's too hard a word, we made good use of it trying to hunt a bear. It's just the game just screwed us over a little bit on making us use quite a lot of that. There's a good collection of sticks just here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You can carry much more. It's gonna be okay. Oh, don't light that butt. I've still been thinking about where that deer possibly ran off to with my arrow. And there's a chance it's in that little basin behind, between Trappers and unnamed pond. If it rounded back around when it ran away from me. There's a deer just ahead playing silly buggers behind a tree.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
I really am tired of chasing after my arrows, so probably not going to put any more arrows into anything for the time being. Oh hey, we obviously dropped that for the weight when we were well heavy. Now we're well heavy again, but look at our sprint meter, how much of it's taken up by all the heavy clothing. Fun, hey? Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, the water's probably going to be better used being stored at Trappers. Does really look like it wants to be a blizzard. I didn't have any chance to do the live stream on the weekend, unfortunately. That was just gone. Just had a lot of family commitments, so kind of was a difficult thing to make work. Well, I have been enjoying doing the occasional live streams. And it sort of works out my Saturday night is kind of the time when it's convenient for me and when most of, I suppose, the regular audience is awake and not streaming themselves. Bear is over there. Okay. So I see a couple of rabbits up on that hill, and I think we should endeavour to try and get a couple. Could probably be our dinner. Maybe, if not this evening, maybe we fill up. Now I should try and get them just before this becomes a full-on blizzard, because they'll despawn. Now is the second one, maybe I imagined the second one. Okay. Everyone may have imagined. Oh, no, there's the second one. We're off for hypothermia risk here. Oh, we're out of rocks. Alright, rabbit. Quick, before we freeze to death. Well, that was a very generous... Oh, and the extra squeaky noise in the background is one of my dogs deciding to have a bit of a play with his toy. I will I'll let him continue for the moment. Oh man, let's get ourselves in here. But I might have to put a bit of a stop to that. Mouldy bear meat cooked. We might eat one of those. Excuse me for a moment. Well, the dog was having a wow all the time, but he might have stopped now. I don't want to curb his enthusiasm too much. But yes, so I definitely need to pick up the hammer. That was the other thing that I had pre-planned.
Like
and that will be a lot of the weight as well. So we definitely need to bring the hatchet. Because if we want to go into Hush River Valley, we're going to need that on the way. So we will need this. Don't really have a lot of wood there. Drop that. I mean, we've still got heaps of weight. We've got 5 kilos of rabbit. Not quite 5 kilos, 4 kilos of rabbit, which we might as well just tell you what we will do. We'll just do the meat first. Does it end up with being by hand? There are 2. Do the meat with that. Imagine having the look, we'll just do it. Because I think the hide's the same hand and knife, so we'll use that. And then the guts is really fast with the knife. So meat and guts with the knife, hide by hand. Can't go anywhere at the moment anyway, so there we go. Drop this stuff out in nature's freezer. 16% rancid venison. It's only 65 calories. We'd be mad to eat that. %, bear meat. Make a call on that shortly. There's a couple of bits of coal there. What have we stored in here? Mostly books. Like a stay on target book. Could certainly do with being better at shooting stuff. And geez, we could be a lot better at shooting. I don't know if we should really rest up here and eat here. Tell you what we could do. This is what we could do. Seeing as it's a blizzard. Find the best piece of bear meat. 46%. Any better offer? Roll the dice on eating this. Parasite risk. I figure we're staying here tonight. Here's our skill level. For archery. Oh yeah. Let's read about it, shall we? Let's try the 2 hours for now. Maybe we get a break in the weather. Oh, there we go. And I don't believe it's quite done yet. I'm going to put 1 more hour in. There we go. Now, how are we weight-wise? We will just drop that for the moment. No point carrying it around.
Stuff to carry.
But we can't... Oh, we can't leave without it. But we're not leaving. Just going to pop our head over the hill. Make sure we haven't got any decoys. Let's go around the back way. Try and grab all these little sticks on the way back rather than the way up. Now, I've never noticed before the little burnt-in vignette around the bottom of my screen. I'm not sure if that's coming out on the video or if it's actually something that's damage on my monitor, so I'll check that later. Check if it's actually coming up on the video, or if it's, because I am seeing like a yellow vignette around my monitor. I'll try and get out of the cheese error quick before I actually sprain something serious. Now, it's been many days, I think, since that deer ran off, so I probably wouldn't have much joy in finding a carcass.
I need to find food.
But for a minute I thought I spied an extra maple hiding over here, but I might have just been mistaken. So there's the circling crows that belong to the dead body over there. Never climbed on this rock, I'm not even sure if you can. Oh, small birch. Just still keeping ears out for crows and whatnot. I think I have plenty of birch saplings curing, but we can always be doing more while we're off having adventures. So the last I saw that deer that ran off with my arrow was crossing over the top of this rise, and I followed the trail, but it was over there somewhere. And then I never saw it again. I did come looking for it again off camera as well. There is one deer carcass over there, but that's just the one that... the mauled one that lives over there. So we're pretty heavy now, but why not? Let's just pick up some more firewood.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Actually, we shouldn't probably dally too much while we're getting more risk of hypothermia and actually was throwing our condition away.
Something's gotta go.
It was a long shot trying to find the dead deer. But, you know, little mini break in the weather. Why not?
So hungry in my life.
There we go. That was bound to happen. Good thing we're going in for a good sleep. Squandered all that the intestinal parasites risk by running around using that food, but oh well. Got some rabbit to cook up for tonight. I think this is where the mother load of extra sticks were. Stick explosion. One of the things that happened in that time capsule is I managed to be able to run straight over that rock really easily. None of this getting stuck, like you just like jump over things. I think there's a feature they should bring back if they were going to bring back anything. Okay. Well, let's get in here before we end up in the redlining area of our health. Okay. Okay, so where do they live? All of those. Drop all of them. So how to get this hammer where we want to forge whilst having all the things on us that we also want. Plus some coal. I mean, there is some coal in Broken Railroad. Maybe enough, but I don't know. Might be worth trying to bring some in. I had that piece of cured rabbit on in case I wanted to chuck a repair into the mitts. It's a bit too, not quite ready for the mitts. So I think we would just make a call like that. You know what, we should actually... should do something like this maybe. I mean, the weight on that sort of adds up. 2 cured gut. Would that be enough? Do we need to build another bow soon? We probably do. I don't actually have another maple curing. Our other whetstone is down to 40%. Nothing in that drawer. So we're going to have to loot Milton a fair bit. So... How much? We don't have enough to read that last little bit of our book. We might have to read. Do I want to use a cattail? Is there enough time in the day? Yeah, I don't want to bring that book with me. Not healthy enough. Oh, damn, that's right. You can't do this while you've got a sprain. Oh, what a jip. We'll have to read that in the morning. Hopefully still be well fed enough in the morning. Not tired enough. What can we do? What else is lying around? So those damn torches. Don't really want to cook yet, although I doubt there's probably could have thought about a mag lens fire, but I think it's probably too late now. Yep. Damn, I probably could have got that just when we got back. Ah, there's the bear coming back. I mean, I need an extra hide, but this is just taunting me now, these guys. Nah. It's a job for later. Definitely haven't got anything luring him in. Just gonna pretend he's not there. Cook those up later on tonight. Okay. What can we do that doesn't involve being healthy? Well, we could chuck some sharpens into there, but our whetstone is pretty low. But, okay, here's... Might as well put the whetstone into the knives and then save the weight on that whetstone. For now, at least. We'll probably find another one. Just means we can't be too brutal with these tools. Now what's a whetstone if it's not for using, hey?
Damn it. So hungry.
Now, probably want slightly more in the knife. So this will ruin the whetstone now. Can put that weight away. Is this an aurora happening? Where's that damn drawer? So now with the heavy hammer, we would still be over. So we'd have to consider, I mean, we could leave the hacksaw behind, but then we can't tear up any metal, so that's a bad idea. We could leave a pot behind and just go with 2 cans. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm that big a fan of that as an idea. I'd like to have the arrows on me so I can make some more. The light is 1.35. We'll drop half a kilo from that book. We can drop another torch, maybe? We're going to be constantly doing this all the way. I keep telling myself that the old man's beard, we don't need that much of it. How much does it take to actually make? There's a good point. Requires 3, so we could make 2. I'd rather have those on me. There we go. Alright. I think if we cook now... Just make sure this bear isn't Standing right there. Especially because it would be an aurora bear. So. Okay. So yeah, weight's going to be the big thing to try and manage through the weight climb into Milton, the rope climb, into Milton, the rope climb down into the basin. After that we can be heavy. So we really need to be clever about our weight. Normally, don't like to be terribly overweight when doing the climb. I like to make sure we got a little bit of margin of error, and I normally don't have as much clothing weight. So I'm not quite sure what happens when you climb when you're this heavy with all the clothes. So, decisions. We have to make it through the mine over there, which is generally not too dark, that one. I mean, there's houses in Milton that would benefit from having a light to loot, but it's 1.75 kilos, that lantern. Decisions. What else can we be doing? We're down as far as we can in that weight. We can just drop all the sticks really every time we need to climb. There's always sticks on the other side. Oh, 11 minutes each. Let's throw the last stick in there. Going to cook up a birch bark. Won't cook up a coffee. Take weight of the liquid. Oh. It's because I do want to get a whole bunch more condition recovery tonight. Should have... No, I don't have any more birch bark, so I'll have to get some more of that for wherever I can. Everything else can stay as is. Pick that up.
I might have to drop some gear.
What I was hoping for was one really, really good torch. And that is not it. Because if I got one really, really good one, I'd drop one of the crappier ones. But I might actually just go with just the two of those. I'll revisit everything else in the morning. Still not quite as tired as I would have liked to have been. But I think we just do it. Just gonna eat the lot. And do the full 10. Oh hey, cabin fever risk. Okay, so how far along is that cabin fever risk? Up to 44% again. Wow, having a hard time shaking that at the moment. Alright, so first things first. I'm going to read the last 2 hours of that so we can chuck the book away. So we can be better at shooting stuff. There we go. Actually, because it's fire now, firewood now, we shall drop that there.
All I could think about is food.
Okay, so it thinks we're light, but we also have 0 sticks. 4 will do. And a piece of coal. We have no water. It'll probably be heavy now. 29.74. Pains me to do it, especially because it's so useful. You can warm yourself by it. You can do a whole bunch of other crazy things, but I think that's the call I'll make for weight. Might put. Do I bother to put one flare away? I do want to have most of these other things on me. I mean, I don't really need... I'm going to places where there is more cloth, and I don't need it for anything I'm going to craft at the moment. It's more useful for... I'll have one piece. We'll pick some more up places. Do I need any of these? They are still medicine. Don't have any other antibiotics. I think that's okay. We might even find another lantern in Milton. I think this is us. I think this is us going for it. Beautiful day. Just double checking. I do have the tools I need.
Anything right about now.
Yes, that bear was just over there. I do feel like I've forgotten something, and I don't know what that is. Right. We'll still be on the lookout for coal on the ground. None there. None in there. So normally I'd just be tempted to go and forge again at a full-on muskeg, but I do that so often, it's sort of tapped out of resources. So I think it's kind of A, sensible, and B, a bit more adventurous to try and go into Broken Railroad. Just give me a second, I'm just going to make sure it's still recording. It is still recording. Or so it says. You never really quite know until you and stop and check the videos. Okay. Now, hopefully I didn't get turned around. I kind of lost sight in the mouse movement. Hopefully I'm not going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. I got turned around completely for a second there. Or did I? Hang on. It would be really rather embarrassing if I got lost in this cave in the daylight. Which I think there is a chance I have actually turned myself back around, but I'm committed now and I want to know for sure. I did. It was a different dead end. Alright. I mean, it's one thing getting lost in the cave in the dark. This is the most simple cave. And I think I thought I got turned around when I didn't. And then I went to the end and found another dead end and thought that was the way I went. Shouldn't sprint because there is a... yeah, see, I knew the fire was on that side on the way through as well. Yeah, I got some rope climbs ahead of me, so I shouldn't sprint. Alright. Now this is making sense. So we're still not actually heavy with all that coal we took on. 29.56. I think having 3 pieces on me is going to be good. Oh. Now it's very loud. We'll try and race past this. But I'm pretty sure I left myself a few cattails through here. Just trying to figure out whether or not I should grab them now to have as food or not. We're down to 9. And I'm not sure how often we're going to come this way, so probably best to grab them now. I still don't like going down that cliff face. I think I'd just rather take the rope climb. He looks deceptively like you should be able to clamber down that bit, but I have had very poor luck in trying that. see a wolf. There goes the temperature. Now we already did tap out this
So cold.
this cave.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
Probably won't grab the rabbits. I might maybe grab these rose hips. Just quickly. Sticks might live in the cave, but partly because if we just get bad weather. Some more coal that we left ourselves. Pretty sure this is all done. Should we... No, can't even do that. Got in cloudy, I think. I'm not even sure if you can do it in the entrance. Thought you could. Okay. Still have 4 pieces of tinder. Now, just gonna eat. Sleep for 1 hour. Mainly for the warmth, partly for extra tiny piece of stamina. To make it up that. Climb. 28 kilos. In theory, I think the in theory, I think the weight of your clothes doesn't really affect your endurance on the climb. But, you know, there's always a chance it just wears you out that little bit quicker. I don't know so. Probably should have just dumped all the sticks in the old cave there. Because we'll find more just straight up the other side of this climb.
So hungry.
So yeah, if we get to Broken Railroad and there's a hammer just sitting there on that bench, which is, I don't know, maybe a 50-50 chance, then I'll be a little bit annoyed, but not as annoyed as I would be if I, let me just lighten the water load a little bit. Not as annoyed as I would be if I got all the way there not having the hammer and there wasn't one there. Alright, come on. Come on, Grizzly Adams. Get your heavy backside up the hill. Yay. There's a couple of things I want to check for. sticks for one. Alright, so there's no maple there. Kind of thought I had some extra maple curing, but I didn't see it around the place, so... We're at a 60% bow, so it would be a good thing to find one. Alright. I wonder if it's warm in here. No soda. It is warm in here.
Can't feel my hands.
Okay. Food. Food is the thing. Probably try and get into the Orca gas station, I think now. Make sure we're definitely not carrying anything funky. Now.
Someplace to escape this cold.
2 rabbits just hanging out there. Pretty sure we still have the pry bar on us. Look in the tools, hey? Pry bar. Which means we don't have to go find one. Before trying to wrestle our way in. Not seeing any fur friends. Nada.
Goddamn freezing.
Here we are. Put that away. Right. Well, we'll take it all. If we don't like how heavy we are, we'll just dump it. Goes the risk of intestinal parasites. Don't really want the small arms handbook.
I'm just out of this stuff.
26% beef jerky. You. And no graphic on the newsprint roll. Now, question is, how much of Milton do I loot? You know, do I just loot the very easy stuff and leave us something to do on the way back from foraging? Because we're going to come back to Hush River Valley. We're going to go get arrows first. So maybe we don't loot the whole town, we just skirt on by. Hacksaw.
I could use this.
You're a 90% hacksaw. What have I got? I got 100% hacksaw. Could tear it down for metal, but don't really want to. Now, is there anything else I'm missing here? There's a bunch of firewood. I'm gonna need to sleep and be rested. I did check that, didn't I? I need to sleep and be rested before making... Oh, we've probably got just enough to climb down, but don't know. So how could you use
Excellent.
mouldy? Not much better than the other stuff.
Just what I need.
Ah, deathfish.
Excellent.
Ooh, okay.
Thank goodness.
0% dog food, not taking
Excellent.
that. 23% dog food. Well, Campbell on you, but this hasn't been the kind of food I wanted. Or at least not the condition on the food that I wanted. So I didn't get a box of... There's my salty crackers.
Just out of this stuff. Just what I need.
Far out, all this stuff is so low. Anything else hiding around? Oh, this has been a bit of a bust. Now what I will do is force this. And probably come straight back in if I see a wolf. And should I make a move for grey mothers? Just thought I heard footsteps, but maybe they were my own. I'm very heavy and very tired. Just gonna stand up. Just get a view over here. Doesn't look like anyone's around. So I kind of like to go this back way to Grey Mothers. Even though sometimes through that back alleyway is where the wolves can be. But I thought I would just check. So yeah, I think we'll try and spend the night in Grey Mothers. Loot that. There might be some better food for us to fill up on. So the wolves sound like they're in town. Isn't the best news for me.
Cold.
So we'll probably just leave all the other houses unless we have to sneak into one. Probably just go to Grey Mothers, spend the night there, and then make our way out to the farm. Then from the farm, we might even not loot the farm, I don't know. We might just try and go for the rope climb after we leave Grey Mothers in the morning. Just thought I spied a wolf. Was just trying to get eyes on. We're definitely howling in town. Don't see anybody. New whetstone. No new whetstone. Right. So where were all you guys? Protecting the road? There's a rabbit there. There's probably no wolves there. Must have all just been down at the farm. Alright, let's get in here. Alrighty. Well, hey look, there's a lantern. See? Didn't need to bring our lantern at all. Actually, probably it was alright where it was, but we'll leave that there for the moment. So, I think we'll call this the end of the episode. Pick up in the next one where we'll loot the place and have ourselves some food and spend the night and then try and get out of here and into the basin. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.